Justin, are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
All right, let's roll. So, question number 1. All right. Can you please give us a quick overview of Uplink and kind of how the product works?
Absolutely. So I'm going to do as you requested the very quick version. If you want the longer version, I'll refer you to our video from a couple days ago. Basically what Uplink is we took a concept that big businesses have been using for years, which is the concept of free guest Wi-Fi in their brick and mortar businesses, and we made it accessible to small business owners and to solopreneurs in a way that it really wasn't accessible before. So guest Wi-Fi, the way that big companies have been using this is they provide free Wi-Fi inside their typically brick and mortar business. To access the free Wi-Fi, you log in, you provide some kind of contact information, whether it's an email address or a Facebook login or whatever, and you receive the free Wi-Fi. And in exchange, the company now has your contact information and is able to market to you in the future. And so that has proved to be a very, very powerful marketing tool for big businesses. And just like with beacons, the big companies had been using them before small companies really had a product to make it accessible. And what we did was we took this concept that big businesses had been using for a couple years, and with the Royaltie gem, we made it accessible to small business owners. And the idea is basically the same here, where big companies have been benefiting from guest Wi-Fi for a number of years, and we have made it very, very simple and very, very affordable for small businesses to make use of this same technology. So, instead of paying $100 or $200 a month with us, any small business owner can pay $29 a month and have guest Wi-Fi in their business. But I think the real innovation that we're bringing to the table is adding the word mobile in front of guest Wi-Fi. So mobile guest Wi-Fi, and this is really for a group of people that has always been at the center of our thinking, which is the solopreneur. So people like network marketers, realtors, insurance brokers, and on, millions and millions of people who don't have a brick and mortar fixed location business. We have made it possible for you to benefit from guest Wi-Fi in your business. And so now with a device that is this small, and by plugging in your smartphone, anywhere you are, anytime, you can create a guest Wi-Fi network around you with a range that goes up to 100 yards. And whether that's at your apartment, at work, at a convention, at the movies, at the airport, you can create a guest Wi-Fi network anywhere you are, and you can collect leads anywhere you are, and reap the benefits of this technology, just like big businesses have been doing for a long time.
Amazing. Thank you, Justin, for sharing. So I'm going to just kind of move right on into question 2. So I thought it was really nice that our affiliates would love to hear how you came up with this concept. So if you would be so kind to kind of provide them like a backstory, that would be great, and how the development of making it mobile, which we love so much, came about. So the emails had that solopreneur kind of thing in mind.
Yeah, absolutely. So our focus from day one, as I mentioned in just a couple minutes ago, our focus has always been on the solopreneur. We feel like this is a huge group of entrepreneurs who generally speaking have been neglected by the technology industry. They haven't received a lot of the tools that have been made available to larger organizations and to traditional brick and mortar businesses. So that's always been our focus, is to provide tools to enable the solopreneur. In particular, our tools have focused on lead generation. We think that that's an area, again, that was historically neglected, that is, the lifeblood of any business. And that's going to be our focus going forward, is always to find new innovative ways to help the solopreneur generate leads, more cost effectively, more efficiently, etc. So that was the focus. And so what we do is we look, out into the business world in general, and we identify tools that are working maybe in other industries, maybe at the enterprise level, and what we try to do is think, how can we make this concept, this proven concept that's been established in another setting, how do we make that work for the solopreneur? And that was our thinking coming out with the Royaltie Gem originally, and we were looking for a way to get onto iPhones, to get onto laptops, to get onto any kind of mobile device. And we looked at a number of different options. We looked at QR codes. We looked at Apple Wallet. We looked at, even for a while, we toyed with creating a consumer app that would allow for discounts and special offers. In the end, we decided Wi-Fi was the way to go. It's something that exists on every mobile device already. It's used every day by pretty much everyone who has a mobile device. So we thought that was the way to go. And guest Wi-Fi is a proven marketing tool. The most challenging part was creating the hardware, firmware, software to make the whole thing actually work on a mobile level. And that's really been where most of our thinking has been. And now that we know that we can achieve it, we're very keen to bring it to all of you.
So super exciting. So next question is, so Justin, is it safe to say that we are the first and only company offering mobile guest Wi-Fi?
I'll say this, to the best of our knowledge, yes. I can't promise that there isn't, a firm somewhere, I don't know, maybe in Asia, or who knows? Maybe there's someone else who's had this idea before. If they exist, I don't know about them. I believe that this is an original concept. I can't find a single example of any company that has brought this to market. So while I can't be 100% sure, to the best of our knowledge, we have created this new concept.
So super amazing, you guys, right? So I want to remind you all that you can get Uplink for free for a year just for sharing. Go ahead and share this video out and comment that you shared, and the winner will be announced Monday. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next question. So once someone receives Uplink, how would they start to broadcast, Justin?
So before you receive your device, you'll be able to customize your Wi-Fi login page. You'll also be able to set the landing page where a user is taken after they log in. So you'll be able to do that before you receive the device. When you receive the device, it'll all be configured. All you have to do is provide power to the device. You can plug it in to the wall. You can plug it into your laptop. You can use an external battery pack. You can get these for $5-10. So provide power to the device, and then just plug your smartphone into the little USB there, and you're up and running. It really is as simple as that.
Awesome. So how many people can use your mobile guest Wi-Fi, your Uplink?
We're not sure of an absolute limit, but in our testing, even with this this smaller device, we've had over 30 simultaneous users without issue.
Awesome. That's great. So how about the cost for data plan, or what type of speed can I expect? People are asking about that.
So this device can provide speeds of 150 megs a second, which is great for pretty much any purpose you can imagine. We can stream HD videos. We can do, you can do anything you want on it. In terms of your data, because you, as the one providing the Wi-Fi to to the people around you that are logging in, if you have a plan that has unlimited data, then share away, and be as generous as you like. For those of you that don't have unlimited data, do not be concerned. You will have the ability in your back office to set exactly how much data you want to share with each person who logs in. So if you want to be generous and make it unlimited, totally up to you. If you want to offer 50 megs per session, or 20 megs a session, or 5 megs a session, that's also totally up to you. So it's not a question of how much data is this going to use, it's more how much data do you want to share. You have total control over that.
Awesome, thank you. So how secure will my Wi-Fi be?
Okay, so this is a great question. It's actually come up a few times, and I think the best way to answer this question of security is, I think we need to distinguish between the security of your browsing activities, okay, as the provider of the network, versus the security of the browsing activities of the people that are using your network, okay? Because there are two different answers here, okay? So let's start with you. As the provider of the network, if you're browsing, if you're providing Wi-Fi to the people around you, and you're browsing on your phone while you're doing it, because you can do both things. You can share the Wi-Fi and you can continue to use your phone. Remember, you're not using the network that you're providing. Okay? You're still using the cellular network, just as if you weren't connected to the router at all. So for you, nothing changes. You were safe and secure before you plugged into the router. You're safe and secure after you plugged into the router, because you're not using the network that you're providing. You're using your cellular network, just like normal. Okay, so for you, nothing changes. You're secure before you plugged in. You're secure after you plugged in. Okay. The end user, to be clear about this, you are providing an unsecure network to the end user, okay? Just like Starbucks, just like the Wi-Fi in the airport, just like the millions of other guest Wi-Fi networks that are available in the world today. These are unsecure networks. When you use, for example, I'll use Starbucks again. When you're at Starbucks and you use their network, sorry, my screen just went black. I hope you can see me still. Okay, great. When you're at Starbucks and you're using their network, you are, as the end user, you are exposing some of your browsing activities. You're obviously sharing your contact information. Okay, so that's the reality of using any kind of guest Wi-Fi network. We're no different. Okay. We have the ability to track browsing activity, just like Starbucks does. We have the ability to collect contact information, just like Starbucks does. The key thing, and this is true whether you're Starbucks, whether you're Macy's, whether you're Chili's restaurant, or whether you're us, is to ensure that you behave ethically and don't misuse the information that we are collecting. Okay, so when we provide you with the contact information of one of your end users who's logged into your Wi-Fi, it's important that you behave ethically. You need to be responsible for it. You need to, not misuse it. You need to not sell their contact information. You need to not share it with anyone that hasn't been authorized. Use it for the purpose that you disclose upfront in your terms. Okay, and by the way, we will provide you with standard terms and conditions that you can then modify to your purposes. Okay, so again, the end user, just like at Starbucks, the end user is trusting us and you to be ethical. We will always be ethical, and we expect you to be ethical as well. So that's a long answer about security, but I want to be crystal clear about that.
Well, thank you so much. Great answer. I'm going to go to the next one. And it says, with delivery being the week of March 15th, which so many people are excited about, getting their orders in, when will analytics be available in the back office and what will they be?
Okay, so the analytics will be available that same week. Okay. What we're going to start with are the kind of most critical basic controls. So you will have the ability to create a custom Wi-Fi login page. You will have the ability to set the landing page that end users go to when they log in. You will also, of course, receive the contact information and any other demographic information we receive about the contact who logs in. All of that will be in your back office. In the weeks ahead, we will provide increasingly detailed data. So in the weeks ahead, we will be able to tell you how many phones saw your Wi-Fi, right? Whether they logged in or not. If you have a brick and mortar business, for example, we can tell you how many customers walked into your business, how long they stayed, how many people walked by the front of the business. There's a tremendous amount of fascinating data that we're going to be able to collect and we're going to be able to share with you in time. But for sure, in that when you receive your device, you're going to have access to all of the basic controls that you need to be successful with this.
That's amazing. I see so many of the people commenting and how excited they are. So it's incredible. Make sure that you guys are sharing once again so that you can win a free year of Uplink. I'm going to go ahead and ask you my next question. So
Great.
This is a good one. Will I be able to tap into someone else's Wi-Fi and offer people free Wi-Fi, or do I have to have my cellular service? And will this operate off of a mobile hotspot?
The answer is that it depends. We are aware that there are some Android phones for sure that can take in another Wi-Fi network and rebroadcast that Wi-Fi network as your own Wi-Fi network. So we know that that's possible with certain Android phones, and if we're going to continue to test different models and provide more detail on that, but for sure this works with a cellular connection on any kind of smartphone. So remember that when you're buying, we're not saying 100% guarantee you're going to be able to rebroadcast another Wi-Fi network, but we are saying for sure that you can use the cellular network with any smartphone.
Very cool. Thank you so much. So does the device need to be plugged in, and will it drain my cell phone battery?
Actually, the opposite. It'll charge your cell phone. And so we kind of think of this as like the world's coolest cell phone charger. It does need power. Okay, so you can plug it into the wall. You can plug it into your laptop. You can plug it into like an external battery pack. Any of the above. It needs external power. But while your phone is engaged in providing the Wi-Fi network, it will be charged. So you don't have to worry about your phone's battery draining at all.
Okay, super cool. So can we actually charge for Wi-Fi?
You will be able to do that. That we're gonna offer some like payment gateway integrations that you're gonna be able to in fact charge for the guest Wi-Fi that you're creating if you want to do that. And I think that there's some really neat use cases where it could make a lot of sense. Generally speaking, I think that you're going to get you're going to generate more leads if you provide free Wi-Fi, but it will be possible over the next couple of months to actually charge for the Wi-Fi you're providing.
Very cool. Thank you. So when will the brick and mortar device be available?
First week of March, it'll make an appearance on the order form at royaltie.com. The price is going to be the same. It's going to be the $29, same as the mobile guest Wi-Fi. And when we increase the price, we'll increase the price on both the mobile and the brick and mortar.
Wow, that's amazing. So what's the range on the brick and mortar device?
So both of them have a maximum range over 100 yards. The The brick and mortar device is more powerful. It can accommodate more simultaneous users. And because it's attached to a cable modem, will accommodate faster download speeds. But both of them have a maximum range over 100 yards.
Very cool. So does the brick and mortar have to have Wi-Fi currently to offer this?
No, what they need is they definitely need internet. Okay, so they need a cable modem. That's for sure. Okay, well, if they want to use the brick and mortar model, right? Like, I mean, we could go into any business, any brick and mortar business, and we can offer the mobile model just with their cell phone plugged in.
Okay.
But if they want to use this this device, then they do need a cable internet.
Very cool. Thank you so much. Just wanted to ask you, so I want to say thank you so much for taking the time to answer all of my questions. Is there anything else that you wanted to add before I kind of wrap it up here?
No, we're incredibly excited with the response that we've received over the last. It's only been 48 hours. It seems like a lot longer than 48 hours since we launched this. But yeah, for sure, we've been really excited with the response. I mean, hundreds and hundreds of orders already, and the excitement is palpable. We couldn't. We couldn't have asked for a better response from all of you, and we share your excitement, and we look forward to continuing to answer any questions that you have, and to start shipping these in a few weeks.
That's awesome. Thank you. We appreciate you so much. If you guys have any other questions, please feel free to submit them to one of my favorite people. She's super awesome, Linda. You can reach her at linda@royaltie.com. You spell that Lynda at royaltie.com. And by the way, tonight I'll be hosting a complete company overview meeting at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard. That's 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at www.royaltiewebinar.com. Please feel free to come along, invite your guests. I look forward to announcing our free Uplink winner for a year on Monday, so be sure to share and comment that you shared for your chance to win. So to all of our newest customers and affiliates, welcome to Royaltie. To all of our existing customers and affiliates, thank you so much for being a part of Royaltie. And to everyone, welcome to the first ever mobile guest Wi-Fi. My name's